Since December 2019, the COVID-19 pandemic has dramatically changed our lives. People have struggled to confront the new normal while fighting the pandemic. As of May 25, 2021, 167 million cases have been reported with almost 3.5 million casualties worldwide. The genetic sequence of coronavirus was published on 11th January 2020. Triggering an urgent international response to accelerate the development of a COVID-19 vaccine. With the help of some of humanity's most ingenious minds, COVID-19 vaccine has become accessible to citizens after only a year of study in vaccine production. To hasten the vaccine development process, major pharmaceuticals have partnered with biotech companies, governments, and universities from different countries. On June 24, 2020, China authorized the CanSino vaccine for military use and the two emergency use vaccines, Sinopharm and Sinovac, for high-risk occupations. Then, on August 11, 2020, Russia approved its Sputnik V vaccine for emergency use. Some of the earliest World Health Organization emergency use listed vaccines were Pfizer-BioNTech, AstraZeneca Oxford, and Janssen vaccine. The United Kingdom approved Pfizer vaccine and started a vaccine rollout program in their country on 2 December 2020. Pfizer vaccine was quickly approved in the United States too. Within a week, they had also approved the Moderna vaccine. As of April 2021, 15 vaccines are authorized by at least one national regulatory authority for public use, notably Pfizer-BioNTech, Moderna, Sputnik V, Oxford AstraZeneca, Johnson & Johnson, Sinopharm, and Covaxin. However, people are still confused about the different efficacy rates of the vaccines. Is one vaccine better than the others? There is no straightforward answer to this question. The efficacy trials were done on diverse demographics, geographic regions, and viral strains, so the results vary a lot. And as asymptomatic people can be highly infectious, vaccine efficacy is considered a poor indicator of disease transmission. 50% efficacy is required by US Food and Drug Administration and the European Medicines Agency to approve a vaccine. Current vaccine research says that all of the approved vaccines are capable of protecting us against new virus strains and developing a broader immune response. The second wave of the coronavirus is wreaking havoc worldwide. One of the new variants was found in the UK in December of 2020. Another variant was found in Africa and a double mutation variant in India that has spread to at least 53 countries of the all continents except Antarctica and South America. Let's look at the global vaccination efforts now. As of 26 May 2021, approximately 1.77 billion COVID-19 vaccine doses have been distributed globally, with more than 360 million people fully vaccinated. But there are some problems marring these efforts. One of them is the persistent inequity in the global vaccine distribution. Then there's vaccine hesitancy. 10% of the population perceives vaccinations as dangerous or needless and refuse vaccination. These increase the risk of further virus transmission. Let's shift our focus on Bangladesh. On 8 March 2020, Bangladesh discovered its first coronavirus patient, and now the number of reported cases here is close to 1 million, with over 12,000 deaths. It took 10 months to start the vaccine rollout campaign that started in January 2021. Bangladesh has so far approved for emergency use of the Covishield vaccine manufactured by the Serum Institute of India, which was developed by the University of Oxford and AstraZeneca. However, due to an increase in infections and fatalities, India has paused their vaccine exports. To keep the vaccine rollout going, Bangladesh government has recently given permission to purchase Chinese Sinopharm and Russian Sputnik V vaccines. More than 9 million doses are administered to 3.5% of the population in Bangladesh as of 25 May 2021. Bangladesh has recently entered the global vaccine race. In late December 2020, Directorate General of Drug Administration of Bangladesh permitted Globe Biotech Limited to produce the country's first locally made COVID-19 vaccine, Bongovax. According to Globe Biotech, clinical trials of Bongovax are due to start in June 2021. It will be cheaper than Moderna and Pfizer vaccines. According to the infographic publication COVID-19 Graphics by Bangladesh Peace Observatory, BPO, the top 3 districts in case of infection are Dhaka, Chattogram and Bogura, and the bottom 3 districts are Jamalpur, Kurigram and Brahmanbaria. Dhaka, Chattogram and Kumilla have the highest vaccine counts, whereas Jhalokati, Meherpur and Bandarban have the lowest vaccine counts. In case of the per 100 population rate, the top 3 districts are Dhaka, Khulna and Rajshahi, where only 5 to 7 people are vaccinated against 100 people. Chuadanga, Magura and Khagrachuri have the lowest counts with only 4 people. Are vaccines enough to keep people safe from the COVID-19? Is it enough to build a strong herd immunity only by vaccination? In short, while vaccines are a must, they will not give full immunity to the virus, and the health protocols should be strictly maintained even after getting vaccinated. A glaring example of that is India. India declared victory against the COVID-19 in March, but unfortunately, a massive spike in infection and fatality numbers followed after that. Among the many reasons cited for the latest spread of the new variant of coronavirus in India, interstate migration, assembly elections, political rallies and gatherings in 5 states, particularly in West Bengal and Assam, without following basic health protocols were noted. No virus in history has ever been defeated easily. Eradication is almost impossible. Maintaining the 3 basic health measures, wearing a face mask, maintaining social distance, and washing hands frequently, along with a global vaccination effort, can save us from the further wave of COVID-19 transmission.